Hi everyone, welcome to Communicative English. In the last session, we have learned about pronouns and types of pronouns. We are in third chapter, parts of speech. Today, let us learn about verbs. As you all know, verb is an action word. A verb is a word that shows action. Look at the examples. The girl is jumping. The baby sleeps. A man eats a burger. When you look at these examples, it's clear that they are all involved in some actions. Verb is a word that shows action. Let us see types of verbs. Verb can be divided into action verbs, linking verbs, and helping verbs. First, let us see what are action verbs. Action verbs are the words that express action like eat, play, jump, run, write, all these. It also shows possessions, ownership, have, I have a car, I own a house, all these. So ultimately, verb can be divided into action verbs, linking verbs, and helping verbs. Action verbs are the verbs that express action. Action verb can also be divided into two categories. One is transitive or another one is intransitive. Action verb can be divided into two categories, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. First, let us see what is a transitive verb. A transitive verb always has a noun that receives the action of the verb called the direct object. When you look at this sentence, Larissa raises her hand. Raises is the verb or action word in this particular sentence. This verb is called transitive verb because the object or the noun receives the action. Larissa is the subject, raises is the verb, hand, her hand, hand is the object. So here the verb reflects an action on the object. So when an action is done on an object, that particular verb is said to be transitive verb. Let us see another example. He killed a snake. When I say he killed a snake, killed is the verb. How do we identify whether it is a transitive or intransitive? Yes. The snake receives action. The object snake receives action. Or the action is done or performed on the snake. So it can be said to be transitive verb. Whereas intransitive verbs do not have a direct object or do not receive. The object does not receive the action. He walked slowly. He walked slowly. Walked is the verb. Slowly is an adverb. So we don't find an object there, and also the object doesn't receive action. Such a type of verbs are said to be intransitive. An intransitive verb never has a direct or indirect object. Larissa rises slowly from her seat. The verb rises. The verb is rises, but there is no object here that receives the action. Let us determine whether the verbs are transitive or intransitive. How do we determine? Let us have an example. Dustin will lay down his book. The action is lay or lay down. Who is receiving this action? Book. So this can be said to be in transitive. You can put a question, what is action? First question that you need to put is, what is action? Lay down. Yes. In the second example, his book lie there all day. His book will lie there all day. Here also we find an action that is will lie, but there is no object to receive the action. So the second verb is said to be intransitive. Let us analyze the sentence once again. Dustin will lay down his book. What will Dustin lay? His book. Since the verb can take a direct object, or since there is an object that receives the action of the verb, this particular verb will lay is said to be transitive. Whereas in the second example, his book will lie there all day. What will lie? His book will lie what? His book will lie what? There is no direct object here. Nothing. So this is known as intransitive verb. In simple terms, transitive verb, a verb that promotes an action on the object. Whereas intransitive verb, the object does not receive any action. A simple sentence, he sang a song. He sang a song. In the first sentence, sang. In the first sentence, sang is the verb. What did he sing? Song. Song is the object. So object receives the action. The verb sang is transitive. Whereas in the second sentence, he sang beautifully. When I say he sang beautifully, sang is the verb, but there is no object to receive the action. We have only an adverb, beautifully. So in the second sentence, sang is intransitive. Let us see the second type of verb. We have learned about the first type of the verb, action verb, which is also divided into transitive or intransitive. The second type is linking verb. Linking verb connects the subject of a sentence to noun or adjective. As we have seen the sentence before, Jason became a business major. The verb became is a linking verb. Why? Because it links, it connects the subject to a noun or an adjective. Your business major. It's a noun. This is a linking verb. Lisa is in love with Jason. Is the action verb here or linking verb here, because Lisa is the subject, in love with whom? Jason. It connects Lisa. So these are linking verbs. The most common linking verb is the verb to be in all forms, be form of all the verbs like is, are, was, were. All these are the be form of the verbs. They are all linking verbs. Let us see the third type of verb, helping verbs. Helping verbs are used before an action or linking verb to convey additional information regarding the aspect of possibility or time, or to help make better tense structure. Teju is going to Florida. Going is the main verb here. Is the auxiliary verb or helping verb. The trip might be dangerous. Be is the main verb, might is dangerous. The same way, she can sing a song. Sing is the main verb, can is the helping verb. They are playing in the garden. Are is the helping verb, playing is the main verb. We have some more example. Jane is moving to a new house. Here, moving is the main verb, is the helping verb. Look at the second sentence. Jane is ready to go. In this sentence, is not the helping verb, but the linking verb. As we don't have a main verb after the word is, after the verb is, it's simply written as is, so it can be called as a linking verb. Destin did eat his vegetable. Eat is the main verb, did is the auxiliary verb or helping verb. Destin did his homework last night. Here, did is standing independently without a main verb. So this is an action verb. Let us have some exercise. Circle the verbs. A few verbs are given here. You are requested to fill in the blanks choosing the correct verb. I dash an apple every day. The first one, let us solve. The proper verb form or the verb that can be used here is eat. In the same manner, please solve all this. Second exercise, dynamic verbs and stative verbs. Choose the correct form of the verb. I dash 3 brothers. What may be the correct? Okay. Action verbs, identification and use. Circle the action verb in each of the following sentences. Susie is bouncing the ball. Tracy cried when she received the award. Lini laughed at the video. Lisa drove to the office. There are many sentences, 15 sentences given here. You are requested to try to identify the action verbs. I hope that you have understood about verb and its types. Verb is a word that expresses action or state of being. Verbs can be divided into action verb, linking verb, and helping verb. Action verb can be divided into transitive or intransitive verb. When the object receives the action, it can be it is said to be it's said to be transitive verb, and when the object does not receive action from the verb, it is said to be intransitive. In the same manner, we have also learned about linking verb and also helping verb.